end of January, put every single team up there in February, and our theme was Mission Inside all the time. We had watched so much film in January on the teams that we've lost to, and they were like 6 and 3 points, and so I put everybody that were playing in the month of February up on the board, and I asked Zai and Joss, I said, you know, what games can we win? And they said every single one.
Just being able to win games is an amazing feeling. Now winning here is an expectation.
The biggest thing is we came into the game knowing that we could win that game. Every single opponent that we play, Coach A prepares the same exact way. You know, so she doesn't make a big deal when it's a ranked opponent, and because they were successful and because they were confident, then we ended up being successful.
The best part was watching Aaliyah and Zai, just the type of fight that they had the entire game, and then to see their facial expressions after the game was really awesome. We told ourselves that we weren't leaving without a win. Like we said, if we lost that game, we were just gonna stay there and tell them they had to play us again. So going into that game, having that mentality and coming out with a win, it was just an awesome experience. And then Coach Abe and then the celebration after the game was awesome as well.
Isokin was supposed to go in first, and she didn't want to get her hair messed up in her dress. So I was like, what's going on? And she's like, they're going to throw something on us. And I was like, well, go ahead. And she was like, absolutely not. I'm not going.
We knew they were going to throw something because they got really, really quiet. And so Coach Abe usually goes in first anyway. And we kind of poked our head. And then once we saw the ice, I was like, oh, no, can't get my hair messed up. No.
You know, I didn't know I was going to get pelleted with ice and little chunks of ice, but you know, I want them to celebrate and I want them to be happy about winning because that was a big win for us.
This is something we've never done since we've been in the American Conference. And at the same time, this isn't the end for us. We still have a lot more that we can do this season.
I think the payoff was really big for that game, that they know that they could beat. At the time, USF was second place. And so I think that was really important that we could play with everybody in the league. Obviously the family's first, and it's really nice that you know, Danny White accepts that and that my kids are going to be around and they're going to be in the gym. And, you know, I think the best part about it is we have incredible young women on our team that they're great role models for Savannah. And, you know, and she's almost taller than all of them right now. So it's really funny. She just keeps growing and growing. And, you know, but for her to be around practice every day, she learns every day by just watching and listening. And so when we go watch her play in her, you know, her middle school games or her little AAU tournaments, she plays really hard, and that's what I'm most proud of.
It's very cool to see that, the way she interacts with them and just how much she loves them. It's always good to see good parenting, and I think Coach Abe and her husband do a very good job of raising their kids and loving them the way that they should be loved.
Having all these role models around her is really awesome as well, especially with Aaliyah, because she looks up to her. Like Coach Abe told us one day in practice that Savannah wanted to play like Aaliyah, and she was like, why? Why do you guys think she wants to play like Aaliyah? And she was like, because she plays so hard.
I came home one day and she had her jersey made and everything, and I look and I was like, what number is yours? And she's like, Mommy, I got 22. And I was like, oh, you picked Aaliyah. That was a good one to pick. So you see that those little eyes are upon you every single day.
We have to make sure we set a good example. And I think that's something that everybody's kind of embracing. It's not anything that anybody takes as a negative, but everybody's kind of embracing that they have little people looking up to them. So it's pretty cool.
She really practices what she preaches, and it's great for Savannah to be around and to see young women who are confident, women who work hard, because then she ends up taking after that. So it's really cool for her to be around here.
We were predicted to be 8th, and we turned out to be 4th. We stick together as a team and with our coaching staff to just keep going hard. Like, every single team is talented, but it's going to be whichever team goes out there and play the hardest.
This is serious. It's March Madness. Everybody's 0-0. The records don't matter anymore. Right now, defense is going to matter in everything we do. And it's not the next game. It is only this game. And that's why I prepare them every single game for the next biggest game. This is the next biggest game.
At this point now, it's one and done. So we have to attack every game. It's the biggest game we'll ever play. And I think we just have to be a little more focused because, you know, the time between games is going to be a lot shorter.
You know, it's great to feel that, hey, we belong here and we can win here, but at the same time, we have to make sure we're locked in, and that's how we prepare for everything.